Good morning guys, and welcome to today's video. I thought for today's video I would do a little voiceover vlog sharing what Lily and I's day typically looks like while the boys are at school. On this morning, shortly after we went to school drop-off, we headed over to Target to pick up just a few quick essentials. Lily did sleep in on this morning, so she wasn't due for a nap until around 10, so it was nice to have that added time in the morning to run some errands. Once inside Target, I quickly stopped over by the bathing suits. They were buy one get one 50% off, and I did go ahead and order 2 online, but I wanted to see them in person. The first one I picked up was this ruched ribbed strapless in black, and then I actually got this one in the brown and white polka dot. They didn't have that one in store, but I did want to see the silhouette and cut of it, so those will be here this week and I'll keep you guys updated. But the 2 quick essentials that I needed to grab this morning was some more formula for Lily and then some more teethers. I have a sneaking suspicion that she's getting her top teeth in because she has been extra fussy the last few days, so I wanted to grab some more teethers. Once we were all checked out, Lily and I both headed home, and at this point it was still only around like 9:15 in the morning, so we had a good chunk of time before she had to go down for her nap. And I remembered that a few days ago we actually got in a Lovevery box for Lily. If you guys remember, here I set the camera up so you guys could see little Lily while I went upstairs. She is a wiggle worm. She does not sit still anymore, and she's officially become obsessed with rolling over. But I headed upstairs to grab her Lovevery box, and if you guys remember, we used to get Lovevery boxes for the boys, but we didn't start getting their boxes until they were over 1, I believe, so we're missing all of the younger ones. The one that I picked up for Lily was the Inspector box, and that is for months 7 and 8. If you guys are unfamiliar with Lovevery, they are a play kit subscription service. They design play kits aimed at your children's developmental needs at different milestones in their life. They start as early as birth, and I believe they go all the way up until 4 years of age. And the younger play kits do come in smaller increments. Like I said, this one is for months 7 and 8, so I think they're typically 2-month increments. And then the older boxes come in, I think, 3 or 4 month increments. And like I mentioned, it is a subscription service that you can have set up to receive these boxes in order, or you can purchase them as standalone boxes. They also have other standalone items that we currently have as well, such as their playmat and block set. But their play kits are amazing because they are created with your children's developmental needs in mind, and each box typically contains, I would say, 3 to 5 activities that are going to be developmentally appropriate for your baby at that point. And on top of those 3 to 5 activities, the boxes also come with a book that is age appropriate, as well as a little pamphlet. And the pamphlet, as a parent, is my favorite part of the Lovevery boxes because it is chock full with a bunch of information. Specifically, you'll see here in a moment, information about what your child should be conquering at that age, different developmental milestones that they should be hitting. So it's a great checklist to have as a parent of things to look out for, but they also give you different tips and tricks and advice on how to help your babies hit those milestones, as well as additional activities that you can do with your baby with things that you might already have in your home. So if you couldn't already tell, I just love Lovevery. All of the products that you received are made from such high quality and safe materials, and they definitely withstand the test of time. Like I mentioned, we've gotten boxes for years when the boys were younger, and I've actually gone ahead and saved all of those for when Lily gets a little bit older, but we had to fill in the spaces with the ones that we didn't have, and the Inspector box was one that we didn't have. So to kill time before Lily's nap today, we went ahead and opened that up, and she started to play with a bunch of the activities that she received in that box. And again, this is that little pamphlet that I mentioned. You can actually clip them all together on the rings, and I do have all the other ones saved somewhere in storage from when we moved, but this is my favorite thing as a parent to receive in the box. So I will have a link in the description box down below for you guys to go over to Lovevery, where you can read up a little bit more about them and shop if you guys are interested. By the time we were done doing that, little Lily was getting ready to go down for her first nap of the day, which is typically 3 hours after she wakes in the morning. So on this morning, since she slept in until around 7:15, she went down for her nap around 10:15. On my to-do list coming up this week is to actually lower her crib, since she is now rolling over pretty consistently. It is time to go ahead and lower that crib because it's only a matter of time before she starts getting up on her hands and knees to curl and wanting to pull up. So that is something that I have on my to-do list. But I went ahead and stuck Lily in, and on this morning I actually had another errand to run. So Harris's dad actually was home today, so he was able to sit with Lily while she napped, and I went ahead and grabbed my book that I'm currently reading, which is 20 Years Later by Charlie Dudley, and I had to go and bring my car in for a dreaded oil change and inspection. So I went ahead and read my book while that was getting done, and then the auto place that I typically go is near a bagel shop that I used to always go to when we didn't live with Harris's parents. So I stopped in there to grab some lunch for myself, and I actually ran into an old mom friend of one of the kids the boys used to go to school with, so that was really nice. And then I thought I made it home with enough time to eat my lunch in silence. Lily was still napping when I did get home. However, shortly after I sat down and opened up my bagel, which I decided to go with the works today since I haven't gotten this bagel shop in quite some time. I got an egg bagel toasted with vegetable cream cheese and bacon, and a half and half iced tea on the side. Just as I sat down and unwrapped that, I got a notification on my phone that she woke up. So I decided to put my lunch to the side and save that for when Lily was done having her bottle. I went ahead and made her bottle. I've been making 6-ounce bottles for her second bottle of the day so that she's not too full when it comes time for her to eat solids, because in my last video I mentioned how we're still having difficulty with her wanting to and successfully eating solids. So I'm trying to feed her a little bit less so that she's a little bit more hungry for that, but you guys will see in a minute. She still did not eat too much today. So I went ahead and made her bottle with her By Heart formula that she's been using, and then went upstairs and grabbed her. I am still feeding her on my legs like this. I've been doing this since we started bottle feeding when she was 2 weeks old, and now she's almost 9 months old. So it will be a sad day when she outgrows sitting on my legs like this. But once she was done eating, it was time to get her dressed for the day. We've been hanging out in pajamas quite frequently these days, so it was time for her to put a little outfit on. I did just have a very simple black Amazon sweatsuit on, so I put on this little knit matching set from Riley and Crew, and then I was able to get her situated in her bouncer and finally sit down to enjoy my lunch. Once I was done eating my lunch, it was time to prep lunch for Lily. Now I did just film a what we eat in a day video. I will link that in the top if you missed that. But in that video I explained how Lily, although she is going to be 9 months old in just a week, is still having difficulty eating whole solid foods. I do give her the opportunity at least once a day to try, but she primarily just wants her formula and purees, but I'm still giving her the opportunity. So for today, I prepped some scrambled eggs. I do it in like an omelet form and cut it into finger-length strips so that she can try and hold it herself. She's also been doing a lot better drinking from a straw and drinking water. So this is the lunch that I had prepped for her. This one had bananas, carrots, and strawberries in it. And although it doesn't look like it here, she did take a few good bites. I also think she's starting to teeth again. The 2 days after filming this video, she did not want to eat a single thing, and the last time she did this, she was getting her bottom teeth. So although it doesn't look like she enjoyed it, she definitely did better on this day than on others. She did swallow a few bites of the eggs. She wound up eating her entire puree, which I didn't share, and then once she was done, it does take me about 45 minutes to feed her. Once she was done, I went ahead and cleaned all of that up, and shortly after that, it was time to go ahead and pick up the boys. They love putting their pajamas on when they get home from school, so we did that, and then they were just as excited to see some new toys as Lily was, so they went ahead and played with that, and that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.